known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Ball teed up, Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. Here's KaVontae Turpin on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, but you can't do it better than that.
All set to go now from the 35.
Great, set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. Just couldn't get outside quick enough to take that D-line out of the picture, and one of those guys impressively got on the edge and caught him.
You know what's scary in this game today, Kate? When you watch the combine and you watch these 280-pound DNs that run like 4.6.
Yeah.
I am really thankful I don't play quarterback in today's game.
Great, set. Hey, set, trim it. Hey. Kyle Leviani.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Throw left side, complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Hey, Silver. I don't anyone else.
On 1st down, Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd down now, they need 7. Back to throw, Hurts. Still has some space inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. They get 23 on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
17-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. We're on here with Will Shipley. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
They send a man in motion. They send him left out of the slot. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Bills will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be their last chance or the last time they get in the red zone. This will, or at least should, be the last chance that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most important, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
First tone of the game for James Cook. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. A pickup of 17, and the Bills have a 1st down. I know it's early, Brock, but that felt kind of big. A lot of momentum generated from that turnover was about to disappear if they didn't convert.
Yeah, there actually is some pressure on this opening series to score. I know pressure's a privilege, but that turnover gave them some early momentum, but it won't just disappear if they'll fail to score. It will actually hit to that other sidelines.
Moving right, airs it out. He's got it inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Bills take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1.
Eagles nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's got a man left. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 25.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have 2nd down and 5. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. He gets 6 on that play, and that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Hurts on first down. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Slot man motioned over. Hurts throwing again. Completed over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 35 out of that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Okay, that play so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they could block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Hey, Silver. Man. Crowd left Yeti.
It's Hurts once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Hurts yet again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. They send the tight end in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
We've set it downs from 37. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. Second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
319. Half. What's up?
Allen setting up play action. Has a man. It's Brown. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's good for a Bills first down.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Catch is made in close. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice 1st and goal here from the 2. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. Almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Cook runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow their lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills drive their lead to 11.
Bills 14, Eagles 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion out of the slot. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got Brown on the slant. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4th down, punt upcoming. Here's Matthew Hayball to put his leg into it. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this one soars out of bounds. The only question is where they will mark it. Looks like it's going short of the 40. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Brown 80.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He cuts it back right, and he's out the clear. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a James Cook touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bills push their lead to 18.
Bills 21, Eagles 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Good. Easy, 63, back. Delta.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
First down, Eagles.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Back to throw, Hurts. Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. And again, here's Hurts. Going deep here for the end zone. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. They are throwing it again. He completes it in traffic. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Great. Set.
Third and long. They're going to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure alters the throw.
On for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Elliott connects there. And that lowers the deficit to 15. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a small gain up to the 38. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Brown 80. Look out.
Throwing here, Allen. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Kid,